Okay, I'm going to try doing a few well, actually 10 walkthrough solves. I tried making these before. A few I've been unsatisfied with, and the only other time I've done it was when I just really started learning 3-star and I didn't use it. So here is 10 3x3s. I'm just going to go ahead and get started, see if I can move this back a bit. And yeah. So my buffers are UF for edges and RUF for edges. Can't really be bothered to explain how it works. And for just time's sake, I'm not going to really go through memo. I'm just going to really trace through like that to see if there's parity. And yeah, just so here there is not parity. But what I noticed on the trace was this, and I noticed that the sticker is facing outwards that way, so I know the algorithm I'm going to do that. It's not really great. I just set up like that to one of these soon things, which I know isn't great, and I should probably change. So that means I'm not going to be swapping these two, which means I've got here to here first, which I do an S move into an 8 mover like that. Then here to here, just do an E setup, so you can do an 8 mover, and that's going to cancel into a U wide at the end. Then here to here, I actually do kind of a rotation for this. Well, not kind of, it's a literal rotation, but it makes it M2 pure. It's not very good, and I need to switch that out, but I will. I've got here to here, do RU prime into an S4 mover, and then the last com is here to here, and you can do it with one of the 8 move F wide things, or you can do R prime to put this back here, and then it's like doing a com on an E interchange here, but instead you do it with R, F and S moves. So you do like, and then lastly I'm going to flip these two. Don't really know a great way of doing that. So I've got here to here, I'll do U and then R prime cancel into this kind of thing. And then I've got here to do DR prime, sets up to this, cancel into that at the end, and then here to here, you put R prime like this, and then just the flip out at the end. Okay, we've got a slightly worse twist at the back here, and I see I've also got a floating 2 flip for these two, and so the alg for this, if you know this alg, it starts with an M prime, and this one's an M2 away with that. So if we just start the alg with an M, we'll just be left an M2 away at the end, so that flips those two. And we actually end up with a lot of pieces solved after that, so this could be a pretty easy scramble. So we got now here to here, and that solves that. So here we're left in a situation where we've solved all of these edges in just a couple of comms. Now what I want to do is do 2 more comms from UB, so I can do something like that and that. I don't really know great UB comms. So that's 4 comms for edges, which is pretty good. Which makes, it's going to, using all that floating, it's going to turn this into an 8 alg scramble. So now I'm going to do here to here, which goes like this. It's pretty nice. And then I'll do here to here, and then that's going to cancel into a pretty easy com after that. And then I'll do D2 to the same alg from last solve. Okay. So there's parity this time, which means it's good. We don't have a cycle break after the first target, so instead we can just execute this 9 mover like that. And then here, I'm going to go to here for my cycle break, because that makes it just an easy 8 mover. Then we've got here to here. I think an interesting alg for this is to do a U and then an L wide, that to a 5 mover, but there were other algs for it, obviously. Then we got here to here. I do a U and then it's just RFS. And then lastly here to here, that's just a pure com. And then here you can do here to here, just do a D move as well to make it slightly better. Here to here, I don't know a great com for, I do it like this. And then here to here, it's just kind of U to an OLL, and then just a parity target at the end. Okay, there's parity here, but to save some thinking time, I'm going to cycle break to here anyway. So I'm going to do here to here, which goes U R wide prime into a 5 mover. And then here to here, you do an M prime to just an M2 case. Then here, and we're back to here, so I can do so easy setup to that. And then I'll break here, goes to here. So it's just that to a 5 mover, and that to there. I prefer to do this as kind of like an RU wide, just makes it a bit nicer for me. And then I'll go here to, I believe there's probably going to be best. And then here to here. Easy setup to 5 mover. And then we got here to here. So do D2, R2. Cancel the end like that. Here to here, this is pretty easy, just F prime into a pure com. And then here to here, do these two moves at the same time. And then this parity alg, which is actually a pretty nice one. Okay, so here we can do a floating 2 twist. You can do it with the too soon thing pretty easily, or just that, it's probably a lot faster. Then we got here to here, just a D move to something we had in the last solve. Now we've got here to here, there's an L2F to a 4 mover. Here to here, do L wide, like that. Then we got here, I'll cycle break there. And then we got this, which is just a kind of weird alg for a U-perm, but it works. And then here, it's just a pure com like that. Then I'll do here and cycle break there, because that just makes it just a COLL. Then here to here, we do R prime, and I do a U prime to make this a nicer insert. Then here to there, it's just a setup to a 9 mover, it's pretty easy. Okay. We got this twist back here, and we got this floating 2 flip, which I don't know a great way of doing, but you could do something like this. It's just a UF-UR swap flip thing. And then here to here, you can do the U prime, like an RBS thing. Then here to here, you do U prime into a 4 mover, pretty easy. And then here to here, do an M move to an A mover, and that's going to cancel into just an L wide at the end. And then basically the same thing on the right. And so we've got here to here. It's actually the inverse of something I did in one of the other ones. And then I'll break here because this is an easy like that, and then I can cancel it into cycle breaking there. And then this com is just like do a 3 moves to put that over there. And then I do this with zooms as well. So I'm going to do this twist using the parity by cycle breaking there and then getting this parity target, which is a pretty nice one. It also means this isn't a bad com anymore because I can shoot to this sticker of it. So instead of doing this crap com, I can just do that 8 mover, then there to there. It's kind of a sexy move setup thing. Then we got here to here, here to here, just easy setup to 4 mover. Then we've got back to here, I'll go here because that makes an 8 mover, and yeah, and then I'll do my flip out for this, which is to do this com and then cancel a move into that. So I'm going to go here to here, just 8 mover, and then that gives me there to there, which is just an A perm, so that's pretty easy. And then for here to here, I like to do L wide, so to an 8 mover, and it kind of cancels because the R and L wides happen at the same time. And then this is what I mean about breaking into the twist. We do like that, and then it just gives us this target at the end. Okay, this is a pretty easy scramble. So I'm going to go here to here for the first one, just RFS thing. Then here to here, again, it's just set up to the RBS thing. Here to here, you do 2 moves set up to a 5 mover, and these 2 moves go pretty nicely at the same time. And then here to here, it's just an RFS 9 move. It's not 9 moves, didn't really count. And we've got some awkward cycle breaks here because we've got 2E, 2E with a flip. So I'll break into this com, then I'll break into this other pure com, and we're left with just S set up to this. And then here to here is just 8 moves. This is also 8 moves. And then you do DR to also 8 moves. So that was pretty nice scramble corners wise. Okay, this one also got 3 corners now, except this is twisted. But what I see is if that's twisted in this way and these 2 are like this, then I can do something a bit weirder. So I can solve the edges in the top into an H perm, because that means these are solved. And that will mean when I'm done, it will be an H perm and a 2 twist diagonal from each other. And if you can visualize that, it's going to look a bit something like that. So that's going to be pretty easy to solve. Oops. Let me put this back up. So all the edges stay in place. So if I'm doing something like, because I'd be doing U prime is the alg, so it would be U prime, alg, U prime. So that's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to go in that com, then here to here, so I can S, and then I execute it as like R wide, D prime, R wide, like that. 4 mover, and then break here to here, and break here to here, just F to 4 mover. So we've got the H perm, but we're not going to do anything yet. We're going to go that com, there to there. I do like 3 moves, and then here to here. I'd actually cancel this move here. So U prime, then alg, and then U prime. That's pretty clever. So there's parity on this one. So we got here to here first. I believe I showed the mirror of this earlier. Then we got here to here. Just easy setup to RFS. And then here, and I'll go here because that's a pretty easy one. Just 9 moves. Here to here, do just S. And then we're left with just 3 pieces. So I could do something like that. I'd probably have done that at the beginning if I'd seen it, but oh well. I'm kind of rushing through these. Here to here, do D R1 to that. And then I'll go here because I see this is a nice com. It's a 9 mover. here to here. It's a long setup. It's U, D prime, R prime, U prime. And then I've got here, and I can break into any of these. So I'm going to break here because this is a fast parity target, and it's probably also the fastest com. So here to here is just F to an 8 mover, and then we do the parity arrow for this. Okay, there was my 10 freestyle example solves. So hopefully some of them were insightful as to how I do 3 blind. Of course, the second to last one there was a bit silly, but other than that, it's all fairly reasonable. So yeah.